continuation of... I mean, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. This video is a little late going up. My throat was having some issues over the weekend, and now it's all resolved. Yay! Now, let's get into it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy that heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. It really, bless you, it really is a lovely yard. It's very pretty. Makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. That's sad. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle! Fudge! What? Excuse me? Can you flip it? Can you flip it? Oh, you can flip it. Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Can I flip it? Yeah. Crap. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. The head. Whoa! Legendary! It's going to be legend, wait for it, dairy. Legendary. It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad, man. It's okay. You can cry if you're sad. No one should judge you for that. Phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Does he know? Ah! He screamed at me. I swear to God, he screamed at me. Jay, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything's perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school. Post haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. It's Hugo. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien. You're you're here in record time.
No.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the my kids are in trouble rodeo. What is the time? What is it this time? Oh my God. Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us to a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down to the darkness. Hi, buddy. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. Yes. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Oh, oh my goodness. Good thing I don't have to use my other hand for anything. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tail of this. Can I hit space? Oh, I can, so I can have my boy in one arm. Yes, you want kisses. Yes. Yes, my little baby. He's just he just wants some attention, I guess. It's pretty cold, isn't it? It's a cold night. I look around the scene of the crime. What? Yes. And see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. Lucien, did you try to cast off Amontillado? Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. Oh my goodness, you just want all the attention. What do you should do? You should have killed it. I turned to Damien and whispered to him, What's the cast of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine and of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. Maniacally? Oh my god, I can't say this word. Like a maniac. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
What?
It took you 20 minutes. Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cast of Amontillado. And it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
Wow.
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie! Yeah, I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even have to pay me, so... When you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damon and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. I mean, he's not wrong! You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. They wanted to get suspended. Hi, James. Hi, buddy. Oh, yes. Okay. Got my arms back now. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. Mediation. I'm gonna stop. We all head up the stairs now of the school in tense silence. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling, so if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
Oh.
I love you, son. Lucien continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull up into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright. In all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? I really admire how you handled that. Because he did handle it very, very well. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. And I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? He just shot out. Eggplants. Again. Yay. It would be an honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. Come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. What are these names? Seriously. Where do you come up with these names? I'm just genuinely concerned. Ugh, I hate this show. So does my cat. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bed, two-bath, shabby shit cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. Well, honey, the outside is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I'm not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon teen go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucien, since he tried to lure Ernest down to the cellar with a promise of fine vintage, and then tried to break him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read the story except for me? Lucien live streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company. And surprisingly, a diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Go ask your mother. That's a dad tip! Oh. Amontillado. Is that a good score?
That was the jammiest bits of jam. I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
The gemmiest of gems! It's the gemmiest of gems. Interview with the vampire. That is a... Okay, that's an achievement. Interview with a vampire. While I'm doing my afternoon word While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. Coupons! Do we get the coupons? The nice mail person slides a couple letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! My coupons! Yay! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, I just thought you wanted this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back.
Yeah.
Father, please. I hand her the envelope. She tears it open with her teeth. That's unsanitary. That's probably bad for your teeth. It is! It probably is! She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out the piece of envelope. Out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is coming. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yeah.
I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie! That's amazing! I'm so proud of you! She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad, I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, whatever you want. Wherever? Amanda walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. It's really pretty. I really like it. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch the ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are lots... Oh my god. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. What? I didn't read that. Oh no. Yeah, oh no, I didn't read that. I read the last word, it was roommates. I'm just kidding, we didn't have a bad roommate. Oh! Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig bought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had A really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Alright.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one, but I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it off. I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. And I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? It's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. No, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person. I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Nothing can beat reading in print.
You've got dads.
I've got dads. Do I now? Do I? Do I have dads now? Oh, I'll do Damien. You know what? Why the hell not? He likes anime. I like anime. Why the hell not? Peter Weller actually has a PhD in history. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter? Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa. Can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope that was sealed with purple wax. Damn, the Duke goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, wow, okay. Dearest Jay, I hope you will find my continued correspondence endearing, rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily and under the warmth embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the moral of my spirit, and for that, I thank you. That said, Jay, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the... It's a bunch of sirens going off. Sorry, that threw me off. Perhaps to a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, Damien Bloodmarch. And Amanda and I both look up from the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter! But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crown. Yay! Mine too! Not really. It's kind of just sloppy, really. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool! Will you help me? I need to class this up.
Mm-hmm.
Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do.
Mm.
Hi. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2.
Yeah.
Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really?
Mm.
Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. Good morrow to you on this fine eve. Hey, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. I usually don't know what to choose. Good morrow to you on this fine eve. I really want to say that. I don't know why, but that seems like the proper way to go. I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Good morrow to you on this fine eve. I'm gonna go for the good morrow. Not sure if that checks out, but it looks fine to me. What's next? Hey, remember when when your son tried to cast Amontillado, that kid? You been good? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. That earnest shit was pretty fast. Hi! Hi, babe. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Nice.
Yeah.
Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. Well, a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I would very much enjoy your company accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Yeah, fine, that'll work. I don't know, that seems simple. I mean, I'm a simple person, man. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, namaste. We'll carry on. Best wishes. Best wishes sounds nice. And then I sign my name. My full name. Fancier that way. J. Samsonite. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my slappy handwriting. Good morrow to you on this fine eve. I must confess of my amateur control of the written word, as well as my even more amateur penmanship. Your letter found me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, Jay Samsonite. You spelled his name wrong. What?
Huh?
Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough! I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, lighter, and a small piece of wood. Gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small wood piece into it. She lets it dry for a second, then pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, here's sigil. A little kitten with a ball on its head. Awesome! Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. Alright. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give a big whopping old thumbs up. And if you're enjoying it, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like the content I'm providing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. And as always, I will see you beautiful people in the next video. See ya.